my question is for Kristen. I was wondering, being pregnant is such a life-changing experience. What did you draw from to pull that kind of awe-inspiring, just change your world moment?
Right. What experiences did I pull from? Well, I've been asked frequently recently what it's like to play such a far-fetched story that's so sort of unbelievable and fantastic. And this especially, and I know that we say this about all of them, but this especially feels the most real, just in terms of what could happen to you in your life. 18, it's not so very, very possible. And I had a... It's hard to talk to you about this. It makes me feel really young, actually, and like I don't know what I'm talking about. But I felt so strongly connected to that aspect of this. I thought that was the main thing that I wanted to play. She's like this little cat in a corner that, will literally will kill you, scratch your eyes out to defend what's going on here, and nobody else understands. And I could sort of feel him, as she sort of says a lot, and I didn't have any experiences to draw on, but there you go.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Hi, my question is for Rob and Taylor. How is it working with a cast filled with beautiful women such as Kristen, Nikki, and Ashley?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Wow, that's the first time that's ever been asked at one of these conventions.
That's not true. I always get asked this every year.
Really?
Yeah, I always get asked it at some point.
And what do you say?
It's like if you every way you can approach this answer seems either kind of inappropriate or just plain wrong. So Taylor, you answer it. It's great. It's really nice being surrounded by hot girls all the time. It's the best thing ever. That's why I became an actor.
Good answer. Taylor, you want to take a stab?
Yeah.
He summed it up.
There could be worse jobs. No, we have a lot of fun, and we're all. I mean, it is weird. I understand what he's saying because we all are super close and
so weird that we're all so hot. This has become the weirdest answer to any question. We have to be done with this now.
All right, we're done. That was a great question. Thank you, sir.
Hi, I was wondering, well, this is for anyone who wants to answer. Can you tell us what songs are going to be in the movie?
Bill?
Can you?
Yeah. Well, we're just figuring that out now, actually. But I have to say, we have a lot of them. We have like 15, I think. I don't know if we should say it yet because we haven't made deals with everyone. But I think you'll be happy.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey.
So I was just wondering, what is it like to rehearse the fight scenes and film them, and do you have fun doing it?
My fight scenes really, I'm usually a wolf. So, I don't, it's a bummer because I wish I could actually be doing that, and I'm super jealous of my CGI wolf, although he is pretty cute and fluffy. But I actually got beat up a little bit. I'll talk more about the first one, but I got beat up in both the movies. It was fun. He gives me a nice punch in this one, after he finds out I imprinted on his daughter.
Taylor does an incredible stunt, which he had this wire thing where when he was jumping out of the house, I can't remember why, but something. He's always running around doing something, and he had this thing, and it was really cool, like on the wire and stuff, and jumping down 10 stairs, And then Taylor's like, I don't need the wire, and then sprints out and jumps down an entire flight of stairs.
Throws himself down the
sprinting,
stairs.
like without a wire. It was like one of the most impressive things I've seen a human being do.
Excellent, excellent. Well, guys, I'm gonna pause the questions just for 1 second, because I've just been told that we have some surprise guests backstage that want to come out to see you all. So many of them are making their first ever Comic-Con appearance. So let's give a warm welcome to Jacob's newest pack member, Leah Clearwater, Julia Jones. Please welcome the Cullen matriarch, Esme Cullen, Elizabeth Reeser. Next is Jacob Black's favorite member of the Cullen family, Rosalie, Nikki Reed. And one more guest, Bella's best friend and Edward's loving sister Alice, Ashley Green. All right, thanks so much for joining us, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
We're going to turn the questions back to the audience, but please come to the mics if you've got, or Mike, I guess, if you've got some questions. I'd love to include the newest members of the dais here. So let's go back here.
I have a question. Rob, do you like having the baby with Bella?
For some reason, the look on your face looks like you're really asking something else.
And she has no idea what you're
I don't think no, I do. I really like babies, embarrassingly, for a guy. Well, I don't know if that's embarrassing. I do really like them. And I like doing scenes with them, too. But it was really fun. It was kind of... Especially in this series as well. You kind of... you're playing this sort of statuesque guy most of the time. As soon as you have a baby, no one can be hard anymore. They can't contain their emotions, which is what Edward's been doing the entire time. You have a little baby in your hand, so it's kind of it makes everything more human inevitably. And also, babies just in terms of acting with it, they just do their own thing, and so you kind of it's more fun to just you're basically improvising as soon as you have a baby in your hand, which is it's really fun. I loved it.
Thank you. Next question.
My question is for Taylor. Did you like playing the character in Abduction more than the character in the Twilight Saga?
Why is that so funny? I honestly, I wouldn't be able to choose it. I mean, like I was saying earlier, they're such different characters. I mean, it's just the great thing is I was able to go from playing Jacob, who I really love, to playing another character that I was able to explore, who's also really interesting. But I would not be able to choose. That's a good question. You put me in a tough spot here, especially with everyone in this room.
I'm going to jump in for a second, and I'd like to ask a question to the newest members of the table here. We'll start with Ashley and work our way to Julia. And I just would like to hear you guys talk a little bit about the growth of your characters through the course of the film, and what was it like, to portray that and have an opportunity to portray that, I guess.
For me, it's always been really fun playing Alice. You get to go to work every day and just be super perky and happy all the time. But the nice part with Alice, I think, is that, there was, throughout the course of the whole saga, there were opportunities to see her really defend her family and to see kind of, a fierceness and a dangerous side of her that you didn't necessarily see in the first film. And in Breaking Dawn, I think you kind of get to see Alice at her peak and at her height. She's planning a wedding and she's elated and beyond herself. But then kind of on the extreme opposite, you get to see her really fight for her family, and she got to go to kind of darker places that you haven't really seen her go to before.
It's my turn. Well, unlike Alice, Rosalie's not super happy and perky all the time. So it was nice to not play that for 5 minutes. It was nice to smile on set once or twice. I think this journey has been, watching Rosalie sort of unfold throughout the years, and working with Bill really closely, I think, to find, the comedy in this and the humor and some lighter moments. For Rosalie was nice, and I sort of experienced an eclipse that the audience was laughing a lot of the time when I was on screen, which is actually amazing. And so we kind of went with that, and Bella and Rosalie get to have something really special in this and connect over, the love for this other thing, and it sort of it becomes greater than all the other little petty issues. So.